Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks for joining me today on the Pixie Dust Designs YouTube channel. Today we are going to be putting together the Easter treat box. It is a lot easier than it looks. It looks kind of complicated, but it's actually very easy. So we're going to do a step-by-step video today to show you how it is put together. So again, this is an Easter treat box. So it's got a Happy Easter sentiment, some grass, a carrot, and a carrot top. But I'm going to make this as kind of like a new baby box, I guess. And so I'm going to show you all of the parts that come in this die. The first part that we're going to do is there is a detail piece and a solid piece of the eggs, and for those we're going to be using the Happy Easter paper pad. So I just picked out some papers that are not really Easter related. More, I was, like I said, thinking along the lines of a new baby. So you can see on the detail piece it's got that nice stitching, and then the solid piece is just going to be the background. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our detail piece and add a little bit of glue and then adhere that to the background. So the background is like maybe 1/8 of an inch bigger. So you're going to have that pattern paper or whatever paper you choose, and then there's going to be kind of a little bit of trim, I guess, around the outside. And so we're going to do that for both pieces. You will need to cut 4 pieces of, or 2 pieces of the outline piece. So the bigger piece without the detail, you're going to need a piece for the background as well. So I've already gone ahead and cut those out in some solid green cardstock. We're going to go ahead and start with the biggest part of the egg. And so this is the longest die with the tabs on the side. And this is what's going to make the curve. So first I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to kind of loosen up the threads of the paper to get the paper ready. For most of Pixie Dust Designs projects or dies, I like to use either a 60-pound or 80-pound. I believe this is a 60-pound. You get much heavier. The creases look really not that great, and so it's a lot easier to work with as well with a lighter paper. So I went ahead and I just folded all of the tabs, and basically what you're going to do is curve this around your egg shape. So this is the top of the egg. We're going to curve this around, so we'll add some adhesive to all of those tabs. And if you have the mailbox die, this is a similar concept as that, where that mailbox curves around. This is, I think, a little bit easier than the mailbox to put together. So you're just going to add your adhesive, and then I like starting in the corner and then adhering the other corner and then pushing up and out the paper so it reaches the edge of that background. So I start with using my fingers, and then I grab my bone folder and make sure all of those tabs are adhered really nicely. So you've got half of it done, and then you're just going to go ahead and add glue to the tabs that you can see exposed right there, and we're going to pop on the back of the egg. So I went ahead and I added the egg, and I found it easier to just go ahead and flip that over and push the egg down onto the background, but you can do it whatever way works for you. So you've got the bottom of the egg. Like I said, really easy. It looks complicated, but it is actually a very easy set to put together. And then we're going to take the smaller piece, or the smaller die, and you're going to take your solid cardstock or whatever cardstock you're using. This is going to be the bottom portion of the egg. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our bone folder and loosen up the paper a little bit so that it curves really nicely. Fold over all of the tabs. And this is basically the same as the top. We're just going to go ahead and add our adhesive to those tabs and adhere that to the bottom piece. So again, I like to start in the corner and then push those tabs down as I go along, and then adhere the other corner. And then if you need to push that paper out to the edge of that base piece, you can go ahead and do that. That's why it's best to use a liquid glue for this. So you've got, again, you've got half of it done. You're going to do the same thing as you did with the top. Just add glue to the tabs again. And then you can take the paper and put it on top, but I find it easier to go ahead and turn this over and adhere it to the bottom so that it is against my work surface. I think that's a little bit easier. So we're just going to go ahead and follow the same process, push all the tabs down, kind of wiggle that paper around a little bit until it's nice and even, and then that's it. You've got the bottom of the box. So here's your top and here's your bottom. And then we've got to make the inside of the box. And so you're going to take kind of this file folder looking die. You're going to cut 2 pieces of paper out of that. And then for the rounded portion, or what will be the rounded portion, you're going to cut 2 of those as well. And I've already gone ahead and taken my bone folder and loosened this paper up. And now I'm just folding down all of my flaps. So this one has a bit of a curve to it, but the paper or the die leaves the score line impressions on the paper, so it's really easy to figure out kind of where you need to make those folds. So I'm going to take a piece of that file folder looking die cut and lay that on my work surface, and I'm going to take that rounded piece, or the piece that's going to be rounded, and adhere one side, and it's curves around and it fits perfectly. So where you can see kind of the bend in the paper, it fits into that little corner at the top really super nicely. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue to adhere the bottom and that side piece together. And then we're going to take the other side piece and repeat the process. I already added some adhesive. I'm going to start at that top corner and just move the paper around until it goes around to the kind of the bottom flap of the box. And then we'll go ahead and adhere our the other side of the kind of the little box. This time I went ahead and I added adhesive to the paper instead of the flaps of the box. I found that a little bit easier to do it, especially putting these 2 pieces together. So I'm just going to take my adhesive and add that directly to the paper, and then I'm going to set the other portion of the box that we've already put together on top of that, and just move it around until the edges are as even as I can get them. This is not perfect. This is my first time making this box, and so it did not turn out perfectly even, but it was really easy to do. And then you have a little bit of an opening on the bottom of the box. You can always take a piece of paper and fill that in if you don't want that. So you don't want to push this down until it reaches the bottom. This middle portion, you don't want to push that down. I kept trying to push that down as far as I could, but you don't want that. The design of this is to show that kind of cracked egg, and so it just kind of just sits in there. You can take some adhesive if you don't want that middle portion to come out. You can take some adhesive and adhere that to the inside. And that is it for the assembly of the box. You can put little treats in it, put some little Easter grass or paper, shredded up paper in there. I've made this more of a kind of, I was thinking along the lines of a Hello Baby card, and so, or project. And so I took a die from my stash for the hello, and then the cute little chick is from, I believe it's called Easter Friends, from Pixi Dust Designs. But that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love a thumbs up. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the Pixi Dust Designs YouTube channel. We've got lots of ideas coming your way. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time.